You did a whole lot of talking for a long time. You talked a whole lot of big game. Talk all this stuff that you go do to me. And you know damn well you can't do none of it. Better not run.
It is the UFC's most heated rivalry.
I'm gonna knock you clean out.
I'll give you the first punch, mother.
I can't wait to beat the brakes off you, boy. I want you to show me to be confident so I can serve your ass.
Quinton Rampage Jackson, an elite light heavyweight force with a savage bark to match his ferocious bite.
Rampage is back, baby. I ain't going nowhere.
Sugar Rashad Evans, a rock-solid fusion of polished technique and explosive power.
Rashad Evans, unbelievable!
Rampage.
Never served you.
I don't really like to say I hate people. Hate's such a strong word, but I dislike that mother.
That's all the thing I care about knocking out you.
I don't even know if you're gonna wake up, homie. I hope you remember the stuff you said, because I do. I'm coming right at you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming to destroy you.
Sworn enemies seeking long-awaited vengeance.
See it, Rashad. See it. Watch.
A grudge match for the ages.
All I gotta say, there's gonna be some more black-on-black crime.
This is UFC Primetime.
Love and happiness, yeah. Love and happiness, love and happiness. Oh.
Rashad Evans is holed up in the foothills of the Rockies at the aptly named Grudge Training Center. Forming the nucleus of this tight-knit group are striking coach Trevor Whitman, wrestling coach Mike Van Arsdale, and the man behind the curtain, head trainer Greg Jackson.
Rashad's in the upper echelon for sure. He's shown he can knock people out on the ground. He's shown he can knock people out on the feet. But I really think that we can take everything to a new level with him.
Quick steps. You're almost there. You're almost there.
You got it, baby. You got it. 4, 3, 2. This fight with Rampage Jackson is huge.
Dig. Let's go.
We trained for the best Rampage Jackson that ever lived. So our fighter is going to come ready to do battle.
It is so important that we're focused for this fight. All that talk that you talked, all that talk that Rampage talked, doesn't matter now. Once that door is closed, the talking ain't there no more. Now you're speaking with your fists, you're speaking with your feet, with your shins. Anything you can do to hurt that opponent that's out in front of you.
Beautiful.
At the basis, you've got two guys that are hyper-competitive, and they won't give not an inch. But I know with Rashad, no matter what Rampage is going to do, Rashad is going to do it better than he is.
This dude, he likes to talk a lot. He works big off of intimidation. He just wants to intimidate somebody. He wants somebody to be afraid of him.
It don't matter who I fought, no matter who I knocked out, I'm knocking out you. I'm knocking out you.
Never.
That's all the thing I care about, knocking out you.
Keep dreaming. That's the American dream right there. They gonna come true for your ass.
Constant trash talk defined Season 10 of The Ultimate Fighter, where a Rampage-Rashad face-off became a daily event.
He tried to act like he's something that he's not, and I see right through it. I see like a little boy putting on for his friends around.
Right now, I want you to show me to be confident so I can serve your ass.
I just see nothing but just like a insecure little boy.
Who gave him on your team? What do you do when you see Rashad?
His name is Quinton. I like to call him Quinton. As a constant state of giving up. Quitting.
You quit on them day one, and you're going to quit in the fight.
We'll see.
Because that's what you do, you quit.
Yo, Quinton, you said on Twitter that I'm going to need a pillow. So I went ahead and got you something myself. Me being the kind of guy I am, I went and got you a Snuggie. So that way when you're knocked out, you can stay nice and warm.
Step into a world where there's no one left but the very best.
Half a world away from the Rockies sits the Wolf Slayer, a Liverpool warehouse where Rampage Jackson has joined an elite squad of MMA specialists to prepare for his long-awaited showdown with Evans.
Sometimes I ask myself, why do I come all the way to the UK to train? But, you know, it's been working. You know, these guys here push me to limits.
On again! Keep going! Don't jump back!
Sometimes, you know, saying camp can be overbearing. You got to be mentally strong as well.
Don't show it, don't show it! On again! On again!
It's more like hell for me, you know. It's no secret that I don't like to train, but I do train hard, and I make it the worst for me as possible so I take it on my opponent.
On again! Time! Listen up! I will be taking pulse rates, and guess what? If no one's up over 190, you may as well go through the door there now. We'll sort the men out from the boys here. Get ready! Fight!
Under the tutelage of boxing coach Mark Kinney, striking coach Lance Gibson, and strength coach Mike Dolce, Jackson has silenced the critics who once questioned his training habits.
Quinton is one of the premier athletes in the world, and he has been for nearly a decade, and his training was horrible, quite honestly. Quinton has gotten by on pure potential and the strength of his mind. In the last year, secretly, he's been training at a world-class level. Quinton's going to come out there, and he's going to destroy Rashad.
The camaraderie at Wolf Slayer is readily apparent. And the environment has paid huge dividends. Since joining their camp in 2008, Rampage has scored convincing wins over Vanderlei Silva and Keith Jardine, but no opponent has commanded as much attention and aversion as Rashad Evans.
Can't wait to destroy you. That's all I think about. Because you and your big mouth. What would motivate me to train hard? I ain't never trained as hard before in my life.
Talk's cheap, you know, and you do your fighting with these and this. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I think Quinton will do his job properly in the cage.
Rashad is a boy. I'm a grown-ass man. Rashad is all about talking. Look, boy, you don't even know who you messing with.
It's a smooth transition from practice pads to pinstripes during a short trip to Montreal. Rashad will be outside the octagon tonight as a studio analyst for ESPN's MMA Live, enjoying his celebrity on the other side of the cage.
Rashad's the natural, man. I mean, that dude puts on a headset, puts on a mic, and he just lets it rip.
It is crazy out here. Everybody's excited. And once you get in this atmosphere, you just feel like you want to do something. And I feel like just jumping up and screaming right now myself.
Rashad's one of those fighters who's just very intelligent, very well-spoken, knows the game inside and out. He just offers a lot of great insight.
This guy is an athletic specimen. He is just, his legs are just toned. He's very fast, and he does not move like a heavyweight. If you can
be an analyst, you get to see a different side of the sport. And once you're able to actually break down fights and break down opponents and break down fighters, you become a better fighter yourself. And I love it, man. I'm happy, man. I'm happy about it.
Facing down Mauricio Shogun Hua in the main event is an unforgettable face. Lyoto Machida, the fighter who snatched Rashad's light heavyweight title and undefeated record just 1 year ago.
Rashad started critiquing everything he was doing. He started critiquing his diet, started critiquing his workout ethics, started critiquing what his game plans were, what he was doing, and, changed everything up.
I just had to really sit down and just look in the mirror and say, dude, what are you doing? What do I need to do to really fulfill my potential?
I think he started living for each day and putting more effort into each and every day because it's that's what it takes. It's like a puzzle.
it's very tough to look and analyze a fighter who beat you. But, you know, Rashad's one of those guys, he's going to learn from that, and he's able to take himself out of it, learn from it, be a better fighter because of it.
Shogun wins the title!
I've been kind of a little bit distracted just because I had this to do. But now that it's over, I can focus 100% on training.
With Rashad specifically today as a hard conditioning session, I want to be able, for the Rampage fight, to be able to push the pace as hard as we can go for 3 rounds straight. I want to make Rampage quit.
Don't stop. Kill it. Keep going. Keep going.
For this camp, I really, really expect him to be the most in shape Rashad you've seen in a long time.
Run, 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 run. 5, 4. Drive. Step back hard. Everything you got. Ready? Go. Kill it. While they're tired. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good job, Rashad.
Suffer now, you don't suffer in the fight. You laugh in the fight. That parachute is like someone pulling you back. I mean, imagine 100 pounds pulling you backwards and you got to explode through it. He's getting that much more powerful and he's exploding out of the legs. It means he's doing his work when I'm not there. Trust me, I can tell right away. Good shape. I hope they train hard. And I like Rampage, but I don't want any excuses. I want Rashad to beat him up so that with 5 seconds left in the 3rd round, Rampage quits.
Quit. Q-U-I-T-T-I-N. Quit.
I really don't know what the public view of Rampage is. It's weird, like Rampage is like the toughest guy on the planet, you know what I'm saying? Rampage has a ton of vision. He just has like one objective. This is like destroy his opponent, you know what I'm saying? Like, Quinton is the biggest wuss ever. Like, Quinton is the one who got to train every day. That's why, you know what I'm saying, I hate training. Like, everything hurts Quinton.
4,000 miles from the back roads of Liverpool sit the slums of South Memphis, birthplace of a child then known as Quinton.
I was an angry kid, and when I lost my temper, you know, it wasn't nice. It was pretty nasty. I remember my first fight when I was in kindergarten. I let one of my friends borrow one of my Hot Wheels, and he didn't treat it right. He didn't do it right. I turned around and said, "No, I can't let that go." I whooped his ass.
Planet Earth was my place of birth, born to be the sole controller of the universe.
He was always known as a badass. If somebody did something, he would just hit him. He wouldn't even talk about it, you know. Nobody messed with him, and nobody messed with us either.
When Jackson moved across town from South Memphis to Raleigh, he enrolled at Raleigh Egypt High, where he finally had an outlet to channel his aggression.
Now, luckily, I moved out of the old neighborhood, you know, and I moved to this new neighborhood, and the school had wrestling, and I was like, man, I always wanted to do something. I don't want this street life. I want to be somebody. And, you know, it changed my life.
He said, I want to do this thing called wrestling. I said, okay, Quinton, it's wrestling, and we do it on Monday nights, and we're in preseason, we're getting conditioned. So next day he showed up, he never left me.
Coach Bojo told him that, you know, your grades got to be a certain level, you got to go to class. So he did it. I mean, his grades went from F's to A's and B's. Coach Bojo is a good mentor. And so he made Quinton want to be better. So I saw a change fast.
He was strong as shit. We were at junior nationals, and the guy shot in on him, and he powerbombed him. It was like, you know, what do we call that? Do we call it a 5-point throw? Do we call that illegal? That's Rampage, you know, picking him up and slamming him.
Rampage's prowess on the mats mirrored his progress in the classroom. Coach Boljo's guidance had produced a life-altering transformation.
You know, I still had this nasty temper on me, but Coach Boljo could touch me on the shoulder and say, like, a few words to me, and I would calm down.
He was changing his life. So we worked very hard with him in summer school and all the way through, and I didn't give up on him. I'd never give up on him. A child has the right to make mistakes, but he also has the right to correct those errors. And I've always said that, and that's what Quinton did. He corrected a lot of errors. He had to pull himself up. He had to grow up and be a man. I think the fan thinks that somebody that struck it rich overnight. What I know happened is a young man that went through a lot of hard knocks to get where he's at. Rampage is, yeah, he's gonna howl. He's gonna have fun. But it's all about work.
The evolution of mixed martial arts, you have to have a good team. If you want to compete, especially at the UFC level, and at Rashad's level, you have to have a good team. And I feel like we have the best team.
We have the ability to get a lot of different looks with a lot of different sparring partners, and not all the camps are able to do that. The problem is there's only one Rashad.
Sparring sessions are among the most grueling days of camp. Today brings 5 rounds against 5 relentless fighters, 4 of them heavyweights.
Coach, I want Rashad's third round, and I don't want to do anything to tell them.
I've got a lot of great guys, a lot of big guys that push me to make it so that I'm getting my worst and hardest fight inside that gym.
When I do rounds with Rashad, I try to mimic Quinton as much as possible. I do a lot of boxing, a lot of counter fighting, walking you forward.
You know, I think I match up well strength-wise with Rampage, so it definitely helps to see him feel that push and what kind of power Rampage is going to bring to the table.
All right, guys, warm up round. Let's get warmed up.
Rampage is always dramatic. I mean, everything about him is dramatic. All that acting is not going to help him in the cage when he fights Rashad. He's going to need to be a fighter 100%, because Rashad will take him to levels that he's never been before.
I'm gonna break this motherfucker's jaw. He's all for show. He ain't the real deal. This is him. Every person in this ring is him. Go, brother.
Hooking, get to the shoulders. Keep working, guys. Keep working, keep working. Good. There you go, there you go.
You act like when you go in there, you're going to do something to me that nobody's ever done before. But I fought the best, man. I don't think you're the best anymore.
Good. Good. You know how you feel like when it's Christmas Eve, you want to just go to sleep so you wake up and open your presents? I just want to go to sleep so I can wake up and open his face.
Memphis, Memphis!
Anytime he see me, he hear my name, I just want him to cringe from that ass beating I gave him.
There you go, go for it, there you go, lead!
I just want to beat the shit out of him, not even finish him, just let him up, just to beat the shit out of him some more. I'm saying, you talking all that shit, now you have to back it up.